I know it's off season, so you got these certain lists that come out. You have these NFL writers compiling all these lists and stuff. But longtime USA Today NFL writer Doug Farrar released his top NFL slot defender list, and he had our guy L'Jarius Sneed as the sixth best slot defender in the league. Ironically, Sneed played his second lowest percentage of snaps from the slot this past year in 2022. So Farrar wrote in his ranking write-up, Sneed has always been a prominent presence in the slot for the Chiefs, and in 2022, he gave up 51 catches on 64 slot targets for 417 yards, 273 yards after the catch, 2 touchdowns, 4 pass breakups, and an opponent passer rating of 97.7. With Sneed, you have to start with his slot blitzing ability because that's always been a big plus in his palette. Last season, he amassed 2 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, and 13 quarterback hurries when pressing quarterbacks from the slot. And that doesn't count this denial of a Russell Wilson pass in Week 14. He also posted a clip of it in the write-up. Obviously, playing his lowest number of snaps from the slot this past year. So, and we know he's a Swiss Army knife. The guy plays all over the field: cornerback, safety, in the box, outside the box, slot, nickel. He does it all. Right. But what do you think about this specific ranking of him being sixth? Because I've seen some Chief fans say, "Oh, he's top 3 slot defender," but I think he's more than just a slot defender. So I think people are just coming at this ranking from a specific of slot. But I think he means more than this. This is why I think he's going to get paid so much in the open market, whether it's with us or somebody else. I think he's much more than just a slot defender.
Well, I think you just said it all. I mean, he's much more than a slot defender. I mean, if that was all he did, then so be it. But Sneed can play anything. He can play everywhere. And so I think that's his versatility is really his currency, to be honest with you. When you have a guy that can do that, man, what team would not want that? And if you put him 6th ranked out of everybody, and this is his lowest ranking as far as like numbers on the slots, man, sure, I'll take it all day. So obviously, guys, this is opinionated, and when you rank them, it's going to be based off how many snaps were taken from the slot defenders, and who were the top ones that did it. Right? You can't leave Sneed out. You just can't. If you've been watching football, at least if you've been watching the Chiefs, you've been seeing what type of job he's been doing, especially against all these guys out here, especially against all these wide receivers that play slot. He's been locking these jokers down, man. He's been playing some good ball against these slot receivers, playing some really good ball. And so, yeah, man, okay. That's what he wants to say. But I think, man, Sneed, because of his versatility, his diversity, what he can do, is his currency. That's his value, man. That's why I love Sneed at. So, yeah, you could have him ranked 6. Others have him top 3. He might be anywhere in between that. But from what I see, man, he's playing good ball in the slot. So that's all I need, because he's playing solid at that position on our team. Wouldn't want nobody else doing it better than him. Like you said, and coming off the edge, with the blitzes and stuff too. I mean, come on. He's made some key plays in games. I just remember him going back there. He'd be that close. I'm like, oh, get him, Sneed, and he comes clean. He's got great timing. He has great timing coming off that slot. Because if a quarterback sees you, he knows to get that ball out right now. We're calling it hot right now. I mean, it's already built in. But that's why, like that, having that type of that feel to know when to come, not to for a quarterback to see you coming. Okay, giving any indication, that's another skill set. So, man, he's one of the top slot defenders in the league, no doubt to me. So.
It's also too something with somebody who's always around the ball. Like throughout any Chief game you watch when our defense is out in the field, every time there's a tackle or pass intended for, you see 38 on that side. If somehow he's always around the ball, somehow he's always there, which is it's telling you something. That's that's IQ or his reads are just on. I mean, he's always around the ball, and that's got to account for something too. I mean, that's got to account. Forget the play on the field; it's just intelligence.
It is, and having high IQ, especially at slot, is very. I mean, that's what you need. It's tough to do. These guys can go anywhere, right? I mean, when you're on the outside, you can kind of divvy up where guys go in zones and whatnot. You cover that slot guy, just being in space. You got to kind of know, where everybody is. You got to have that feel. You got to have that IQ, and he does a very good job of it. But that, like I said before, I think that's what, that creates his value, because he can travel. He could put down slot. He could be any. He could go against anybody. A tight end, running back. It doesn't matter. And so when you have a guy that has that ability, come on, man. I don't know any team that doesn't want that guy, because it means you don't have to get other guys to do other different things and stuff like that. Well, shoot, who's going to cover the tight end? Sneed's got him. Who's got this going? Sneed's got him. Who's got this right? Sneed's got him. Who's got the right? Sneed's got him. Real simple. And I know if I'm in a defensive meeting, okay, and Spags is sitting over here saying, well, we know, hey, Sneed, you got this guy, right? You got him this week. You got him this week. So he's wearing, the hat, practically every week to cover the guys. So that's beautiful. It's a beautiful position to be in, man. He does a tremendous job of doing that.
For a guy so versatile who plays all over the field, how do, when it comes to contract talks, obviously his agent's going to say, yeah, he's a cornerback. You're going to pay him like a top cornerback would be paid, right? But he's not really traditionally used like a traditional Jalen Ramsey type cornerback. He's, like we said, he's a Swiss Army knife. He plays all over the field. He plays outside the box. He can play safety at times. He, slot. So and slot cornerbacks aren't getting paid top dollar. But the fact that we play him so much, I don't know. You've been in these agent talks before, but because everyone's anticipating him having a big contract next year. But how does a guy like that get paid handsomely like a Jalen Ramsey type would?
Yeah, but that's it, because that's athletically can do pretty much whatever what Ramsey can do. That's what you look at. You look at those things, and so can he cover your best man? Yes. Can he cover the slot guy? Yes. Can he cover your best tight end coming out who's catching 100 balls? Yes. He do all those things, and so I think that's where it creates his value, because not only he's just a corner, but he can do all these other stuff. And I've always said this, and I keep saying this: the more you can do, the better off you're going to be. That's what you do. And so he's created that niche for him, for that market, is saying, like you said, a Swiss Army knife. He is so deadly in covering guys. He can do it anywhere on the field. And you know what? You ain't got to go pay 2 or 3 different guys to do this. You got this one guy that can do it all. So, shoot, this is the guy that you want on your defense.
Yeah, and I believe he was a 4th round pick out of La Tech. So
La Tech, baby, La Tech. I think it's old Rofe place.
Yeah, that's a Rofe went. Yeah.
So,
yeah,
some ballers
they do.
Yeah.
And I think it's also for a lot of people who think that we drafted Shamari Connor, that L'Jarius Sneed is gone. When Mahomes was asked about his contract question about him making more money, let's not forget he specifically named L'Jarius Sneed as to one of the reasons why he doesn't want to take all that money. So let's don't discount that, because there's a reason why he mentioned him, and there's a reason why we're talking about this guy as kind of really can't quantify his value on the field, because he does so much for the defense. So
yeah.
Keep that in mind with all these people who think we're going to trade him next year for a 2nd and 3rd round pick.
Well, I don't know.
That's a next year problem.
That's next year. I'm just saying, hey, then that's Veach. That's his domain to deal with those stuff. We don't know. So we know because of the contracts and how everything is going, with Chris and all these different things, we don't know. But we know he has value, man. He's a very important part of what we do defensively.
It's true.
Shoot, and like anything else, you got the young guys watching him to see what he does. It's like, okay, who else? Because it's just what teams do. Who else can do what Sneed does? Right? Let's try somebody else there and see what is he as effective as Sneed? We can get him cheaper. So this is football, man. This is how football works. But I know what the thing is. If he's not here, and I don't see a reason why he's not, other than the contract talks or whatever, a team will be getting a very, very good player. So one of the top in the league. So, and he should get paid. He should get paid that money, because he's right up there, man. He's right up there.
Yeah. Yeah. If you ask some Chief fans, they would say Shamari Connor can do what L'Jarius Sneed's done, and Shamari Connor hasn't even played in the league yet. So, yeah, we drafted Connor to be his replacement. We don't even know what if the guy's going to make the team. We're talking about replacing Sneed next year.
Right.
Oh man. Well, look at his makeup. His body makeup is exactly like Sneed's. Oh, relax.
Yeah, man. I don't mean nothing at all. Okay.
Yeah, I play ball with some guys who had great measurables, but I don't think I don't think they've ever played on Saturdays.
Right. Shoot. You have measurables like James Brown, don't mean you can move like him.
Exactly. It's a good one. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.